What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I was going to say page. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's your girl Alicia, holistic nutritionist and personal trainer. It is a new year. Happy New Year. I am excited for what 2023 is going to bring for us, but really and truly, the new year starts in spring. Anyways, before we get started into this video, you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and send this to a friend because we want your friend in our community as well. We're here to optimize our life, people. We're about to see our fit in everything that we do. Now, let's get into what this video is about. This video, well, you guys are actually going to get 3 videos this week on my week of training. So you're going to see my 3-day split, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It is full body. It is going to be a follow along. You're going to see the way that I break down my training, and you're also going to have the movement and reps and sets for you to do. And if you want to follow along with this program with me, it is here, and we're going to do a checkup at the end of the month. So that's kind of like really how it's going to go down. Yeah, so you'll see like my mobility, you'll see any other type of prepping that I do before my movements, like my main movements to my accessories. And then as well, where you're going to get into a little bit of stretching. It's a voiceover video, so you're really just going to be seeing me work out. And I would love for you guys, if you are following this program, write it out for yourself and then track your progress each week. It's a lot about progressive overload and how you want to progress, what changes that you want to see in your program. So while you're doing this program with me, make sure you have your notebook and you write down and track your reps, your sets, and as well the weights that you are either increasing or decreasing. And at the end of the month, when we sit down and we see what we kind of got done, we'll have a little good time, right? I don't know. But yeah, so the video is here. I hope you guys like it. See you guys later. Just opening up a whole bunch because your girl needs it. It feels good to be back though. So I did yoga this morning, but because I have actual training to do, I'm going through a more thorough mobility dynamic before I get into my actual workout today. But this is how I always start my training anyways, with like 5-10 minutes of mobility, just to really open up, because driving back and forth from my private gym to either back home or coming here, now that I'm fitting this into my routine and not actually training in the private gym. So we are here, but I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back in the gym, like just in the sense, Good Life is where I started, you know? So it's cool. It's cool to be here. All right, so you know your girl loves some mobility because I got mobility moves in our little, stash on our channel. So check that out. I'm popping it up into the link. But the reason why we want to start mobility, which is dynamic movement before our workout, is because it affects our ability to move freely throughout our daily activities. And in this case, we're looking to move freely throughout our movement in our workout. So I'm always hitting some hips, some T-spine, also some core, and looking to prime the body in every different way because we're doing a full body workout today. So let's get started. Woo! All right, guys, let's get started. So our first superset, we are doing a front squat and a half kneeling windmill. Now, before anything, I always like to clear the bar. That means I am squatting with the bar with no weights on it. So it's just a 45-pound bar in my hand. Now, the things that I want to focus on when I'm setting up is really just thinking about where my feet are planted. I like to turn them out on an angle just a little bit, but then once I get underneath the bar, and you're going to see that, I'm always going to see that curling of the hips. So you always want to curl the hips underneath the bar. So that's going to engage your core, and then drive your elbows up as you push off. Now, before we even get into a squat, you want to take a nice deep inhale, hold the breath, start driving through the knees, and then push through the floor as you exhale to come to the top. Now, coming into our next movement, which is the half kneeling windmill, we're going to angle ourselves on one knee, and the other leg is going to be turned out. The foot that's on the ground, you want to just angle it behind you on like a 45-degree angle, because that's where your hips are going to drive towards. So your bum is going to get to your heels. And then as you look at the kettlebell, you just want to make sure your wrist is stacked over your shoulders, because that is going to be creating our stability. Now, say what's up to Sean, and let's get back to it. So our last set here, because I just skipped the second set, I just wanted to show you that I added a 35-pound on to the bar, and I was like, all right, let's do this. I was a little bit shaky, my legs were giving out on me, as you can see here. I was like, what are we doing, girl? But we did it. We went for 4 or 3 on these ones, but I was super happy because I was just like, all right, we can do this. Next week we are going to go even deeper. All right, let's get it. All right, coming into our second superset, we are doing a single arm bench press with some dumbbells, and then also we're going to be doing a reverse lunge with dumbbells as well. Now, when we do this setup, I always want to make sure that I have a little arch in my back, but also angling out my arms on a 45-degree angle. And then when we come up, always bring your knees up, place the weight onto your knees, and then push yourself up, because that is the safest way. And then after we got into our reverse lunge, 2 dumbbells on the side, I was using a 30-pound here. My legs were shaking, especially after those front squats. Now, within these lunges, I wanted to keep a little bit more focus on those quads, so I tried to keep my body upright a little bit more so my quads would feel the burn more than my glutes. And then as you can see here, I'm like literally just chilling. What are we doing? I'm thinking to myself, why am I doing this to myself today? Why is this so hard for me today? But I remembered that I took some time off. It's been probably about 2-3 weeks, and now that I'm getting back into it, my body's like, all right, girl, let's go. So got into our second set, but I want to show you what we ended off with. We did some lateral bear crawls and a step up to knee drive. This movement, usually I use a thick band, like a thick green rubber band, but they didn't have any around. So I'm really focused on driving my knee over the toes and pushing up through my back toe to drive myself all the way up and trying to stick that landing. My left side isn't the greatest. And then we come to the floor because we're ending it with the lateral bear crawls, making sure your shoulders are stacked over your wrists and your hips are stacked over your knees, and just moving everything laterally at the same time and not bringing your butt too high or too low. And that's what we did today, guys. I hope you loved it. Okay, so that was it. That was day 1 of our program. That was day 1 of our first month, January training. I don't know what we should call this program. If you guys have a name for this program, write it down into the comments. I will see you guys on Wednesday with a new video, day 2 of our training program. Again, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys later.